Welcome to the show, where losing streaks get dragged into the light and excuses bleed out on the carpet. I'm Natas, British by birth, blunt by nature, and today we've got ourselves a symphony of suffering, Flyers versus Blackhawks. One's dropped 4, the other, 6. That's not competition, that's synchronized drowning. Now let's not pretend this is a Stanley Cup preview. This is a knife fight between two teams that forgot to bring knives. Philadelphia's lost 4 straight and comes in at 2-8, 3-4, 9. Chicago, 2-0, 4-0, 9 and playing like they made a blood pact with mediocrity. But we're not here to cry over spilled leads. We're here to bet on the mess. Let's talk numbers. Flyers, scoring 2.69 a night, allowing 3.34. That's the 28th ranked defense. I've seen tighter formations in youth soccer. Chicago, worse. 3.54 goals allowed per game. That's 30th. You know what that means. If you blink, someone's scoring. It won't be pretty, but it'll hit the scoreboard. Chicago's actually got a power play. No joke. 24.84%. That's top 10 in the league. But they've also been outshot in 53 games. You can't score if you don't shoot, unless you're lucky. Drunk, or both. Now Philly. Philly's power play is a crime scene. 13.9%. You'd have better odds taping a puck to a Roomba and sending it across the blue line. But even with that, when they score more than 2. Not dead, just unstable. Here's what the numbers are whispering. And by whispering, I mean screaming into a megaphone from the roof of the United Center. 2 trash defenses. Both teams give up over 3 goals a night. And the last 10 Blackhawks games, they've hit 27 goals total. You know what that means. And today's AI pick is over 5.5. This game won't be clean. It won't be crisp, but it'll be loud. And if you're sitting on the under, you'll be chewing your fingernails by the second period. Flyers are leaking, Hawks are gassed. And somewhere between all that chaos, 6 goals are getting shoved across that line. Strap in, because the ride ain't over. On to game 2.
Sit down, shut it, listen close. Because what we've got tonight ain't a game, it's a reckoning. Predators versus Blues. Sunday showdown. One team clinging to playoff life like a pit bull on a bone. The other, already chalked up as a toe tag on the season. And I'm here to make sure you don't put your money on a corpse. Let's start with the Predators. Once a playoff squad. Now, a punchline. 4 straight losses. Can't score, can't defend, can't even fake it. You know how many goals they've managed in 4 of their last 5 games? 1 or none. That's not an offense, that's a disappearing act. Houdini with skates. Philip Forsberg, 4 points in 5 games. Jonathan Marchessault, 4 points this whole month. Stamkos, 11 points in March, sure, but 44 on the year? That's a discount version of himself, and that's being generous. Oh, and guess who's not on the ice? Roman Josi. Their best defenseman. Gone. So now you've got a leaky defense without a plug, and a goalie, Saros, who's been good in the past, but looks like he's stuck in a permanent Tuesday hangover. A .896 save percentage and a record that screams, "Don't blame me, I just work here." Now slide over to the Blues bench. These boys are hungry. 5 wins in a row, 24 goals in that stretch. That's not hockey, that's a feeding frenzy. Jordan Kyrou, 9 points in 5 games. Robert Thomas, ice cold vein, 5 points in 5. Justin Falk, filling the gaps like a war vet, logging monster minutes. And don't forget Philip Broberg, young blood, sharp skates, pleasant 11 rating and climbing. Goaltending? Fine. Binnington's not an all-star, but he's not losing them games. That's all you need when the guys in front of you are scoring like this. Let me say it clear. Nashville doesn't have a spark left. And the Blues? They're burning the whole thing down to make sure they keep their spot. And today's AI pick is St. Louis Blues, 1.5, no squeakers. No overtime drama, just pain. 4 of the Predators' last 6 losses were by 2 or more goals. The Blues are gonna make it 5. This isn't just about winning, it's about sending a message. And that message? Stay out of our lane, on to game 3.
Another city. Another game. Another chance to make the right call in a world where most just guess and hope. But hope doesn't win tickets. Precision does. Discipline does. And lucky for you, that's exactly what I specialize in. Carolina Hurricanes. Anaheim Ducks. Sunday night under the California lights. Now on paper, this feels like a mismatch. The Hurricanes have stacked up 8 straight wins. They're hot scorching, in fact. But this isn't about who wins. This is about what breaks first, the defense or the scoreboard. Let's rewind the reel. The last time these two met at Honda Center. 9 goals. You heard that right, 9. The 2 matchups before that in Anaheim. Combined 16 goals. That's not hockey. That's target practice. When these two teams get together out west, something shifts, restraints vanish, and nets start shaking. Now dig into the Ducks. This team sits in the bottom half across the board defensively, allowing 3.06 goals per game, and that's before we talk about how shaky they've been lately. Sure, they just beat the Predators 4-1, but don't let one clean sheet blind you from the stains underneath. In the 2 games before that, they led in 8. Carolina, though, top 10 offense. And it's not just about stats, it's the way they move. Fast. Aggressive. Coordinated. They've put up at least 3 in 8 straight. They play like they know who they are, and that identity is lethal. Aho. Jarvis. Walker. All finding the net like they've got GPS on the puck. And while Anderson's been a wall and goal, let's be honest, this isn't going to be a low-event game. Not in Anaheim. Not with the Ducks playing spoiler and Carolina flying high. You want trends. You want history. You want numbers. You want the truth. And today's AI pick is over 5.5. Don't complicate it. When the Hurricanes show up, they score. When the Ducks are home, they bleed. And when these two meet in Anaheim, they break the total like it's made of glass. 8 straight wins for Carolina. Anaheim's already packed for summer. Expect chaos. Expect speed. Expect goals. On to Game 4.
All right, enough dancing around the edge. Time to put the blade in. You want to know who walks out of Sin City with the win tonight? It's not Vegas. It's not the team with the history. It's not the home ice favorite. It's the Lightning. And here's why. Vegas may own the all-time edge in this series. They may have won 4 of the last 5 at home. But let's break that down. 2 were shootouts. 1 was overtime. All of them own goal games. Barely scraping by. That's not dominance. That's survival. And you don't survive long when Tampa Bay shows up with blood in their eyes. Last time they met, Tampa didn't just win. They outwilled them. Came back from 1-0, came back from 2-1, trailed 3-2 going into the third, and what did they do? Hagel tied it. Kucherov finished it. 55 seconds on the clock. Knife in the heart? Game over. You want clutch? That's clutch. You want championship DNA? That's what it looks like. Now let's talk sharp edges. Tampa scored 4 goals solid, at even strength. No help from the power play. No gift-wrap chances. They took what they wanted, when they wanted it. That's efficiency. That's what wins in the postseason. And Vegas. They gave up that game even with the home crowd and momentum on their side. You think they're going to hold off Tampa when the Bolts have momentum now? Not likely. Oh, and let's not forget the line. Vegas is a slight favorite at 126. That's not confidence, that's a trap. Books don't believe in the Knights. They're shading the number just enough to make the public bite. Meanwhile, Lightning at 105. That's value. That's your window. Vegas is solid at home. But Tampa's better when it matters. And today's AI pick is Lightning moneyline 105. The Bolts don't ask for permission. They take what's theirs. Kucherov is locked in. Hagel is hunting. And this isn't just a win, it's a statement. Sin City's about to take a loss. And Tampa's cashing out on the way out the door. On to the final game, Game 5.
All right, let's take it home. Game 5. Bruins. Kings. And it's going down at Crypto. Arena, which, let's be honest, feels less like a hockey venue and more like a Bond villain's offshore bank account. But tonight, it's the scene of a quiet massacre. No bright lights. No shootouts. Just 2 tired teams, one looking for redemption, the other locking the door behind them. Boston. Playing without rest. And they're playing like it. They've dropped 4 straight and started this road trip by getting steamrolled 5-1 by Vegas. A shot 32-19, Jeremy Swayman gave up 5 goals. And their defense. It's not just leaky, it's haunted. No McAvoy. No Lindholm. Just ghosts and regrets. Offense. Ranked 27th. Defense. 21st. They're 5 points out of the wild card, and unless they start skating uphill with jetpacks, the season's about to flatline. Now, the Kings. They've won 6 of their last 7 and are fighting for position in the Pacific. Kuemper's been solid in net. 2.13 GAA, 0.919 save percentage. But this is a back-to-back. So we're expecting David Rittich in goal. And even if he's not as sharp, the Kings defense picks up the slack. Ranked 2nd in the NHL in goals against. That's not luck. That's structure. Bruins may have had a lighter load against San Jose the night before, but back-to-backs kill when you're already bleeding. The Kings, even tired, have the better defense, better penalty kill, and more to play for. This isn't a toss-up. This is execution. And today's AI pick is Los Angeles Kings 1.5 120. They've got the tools. Boston's got the blues. The Kings win by 2, and the Bruins fly home wondering where it all went wrong. Now, before I vanish into the smoke like I was never here, let's recap the carnage. Game 1, Blackhawks vs. Flyers. AI pick over 5.5. Two bad defenses. One glorious mess. We bet on chaos. Game 2, Predators vs. Blues. AI pick Blues 1.5 cent. Louis Hunting playoff blood. Nashville forgot their armor. Game 3, Hurricanes vs. Ducks. AI pick over 5.5. Carolina's on fire. Anaheim's leaking. Total gets torched. Game 4, Lightning vs. Golden Knights. AI pick Lightning moneyline 105. Tampa's not scared of the desert. They've got unfinished business. Game 5, Bruins vs. Kings. AI pick Kings 1.5. Boston's broken. AA buries them deep and clean. Now, if you're still breathing and your bets are lined up like soldiers, like the damn video. Smash the subscribe. This ain't your daddy's hockey show, it's blood, ice, and algorithms, dressed in leather and swinging for the throat. We don't predict the future. We corner it.
Now, the Devil Wears Sportsbook.